actually decreased the quality of my work. I did that on purpose. I used to think that getting better at my craft would earn me more money. And I believed this so strongly that I paid tens of thousands of dollars to go to workshops. I went to so many wedding photography workshops early in my career, literally spending tens of thousands of dollars, hoping that improved photo skills would mean more money and I would receive some type of ROI on these photo workshops. And the reality is, I didn't see any ROI. My work got better, and maybe indirectly, better work translated to more bookings, maybe. But honestly, things didn't really change for me until I realized that my photo ability and my money-making ability were not correlated at all. And in fact, the real game changer for me in terms of revenue was letting go of the quality of my work and actually intentionally reducing the quality of my work. And that may seem counterintuitive, but the reality is most creators are spending 80% of their effort on the quality of work and 20% on their business. And they're getting the results of that. And in reality, you would be in a much better position as a business owner to be 80% business and 20% quality of work. And that's hard for creators to wrap their minds around because we love creativity. We love the creative process. We love creating work that is amazing. But that's not going to get you paid. One of the biggest traps that creatives fall into is this race to the top of trying to become the most creative and the most eye candy producing content creator that they can be. And this is a huge mistake for a few major reasons. Number one, you are on a path to immediate burnout. The reason being is you're in competition now. You are competing with everybody about who can be the most creative, who can be the most visually stunning, who can create work that's going to wow the most amount of people. And that is a exhausting proposition. Aside from that, you are now tying your sense of worth to your creativity. So if you have a bad day, if you show up to a wedding and you're not having a very creative day, all of a sudden you're angry at yourself. You're disappointed. You feel as though you are not good enough because creativity is not hitting you. But the reality is creativity comes in cycles. It's an ebb and it's a flow. And not every single day are you going to be operating at peak creativity. But you've designed a business that revolves around your creativity. So you're setting yourself up for a constant stream of disappointment and frustration. And that's the trap that so many creators fall into. And that's the reason that so many people end up being burned out. And so if you really get harsh with yourself and you really start to analyze what it is that drives you to be this creative person, and really be honest with yourself, is it competitiveness? Do you want to compete with everyone else and be better than them? Is it ego-driven? Does creating work that is visually stunning and impressive and impresses other photographers, does that feed the ego? And there's nothing wrong with these answers. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, if this is why you are doing it, then you can understand why the money doesn't follow, or you are not in alignment with your desired outcome. So you have to ask yourself, why are we in business? Are we in business to feed the ego? Are we in business to impress other people? Or are we in business to make money? And if we are in business to make money, then we have to shift the way that we are thinking. So rather than personalized, hyper creativity, we move to systematic, repeatable processes. Why? Because repeatable processes can be systematized and systems can be scaled. And once we have scale, we have repeatability. And when we have repeatability, we have profitability. And so earlier in this video, I said that I actually decreased the quality of my work. I did that on purpose. I did it so that it was repeatable. And once it was repeatable, then it was scalable. And if you start to analyze some of the most successful media companies in existence, and I challenge you to look through their work, and you'll start to notice a theme. You'll start to notice repetition. You'll notice that a lot of their work is built around a system. It is repeatable. It is the same formula. Wedding after wedding, project after project. It's almost as if it's the same photo, but in a different location with a different person. That is intentional. That was a decision that was made for scalability's sake. And that is the same decision that I made. The takeaway that I want to leave you with is if you are stuck in your creative business, I guarantee you it's not the quality of your work. It's the mindset that you bring into your business. More often than not, people are chasing the wrong metrics. They are chasing hyper creativity. They are chasing eye candy, maximum visual appeal. And they are completely neglecting the entire other side of the equation. And the most unfortunate part of this is eye candy can be scroll stopping. When you are scrolling through Instagram and you see eye candy, you see this beautiful image or beautiful video, it's your instinct to stop and look at it. And oftentimes people do. But because you are neglecting the entire other half, you don't have the systems in place to capture those views. How are you turning those views into leads? Well, you're not. And the reason you're not is because you're not focused on that side of the equation. You're focused on, how do I create scroll stopping content? When instead you should be thinking, how do I lead those viewers to become leads? And how do I nurture those leads into becoming clients? That is more often than not the issue with your success as a media company. And I challenge you to reflect on yourself and understand where you lie in this situation. Are you on the hyper creative, or are you on the business side, or are you somewhere in the middle? And reflect on your issues within your business. Why is it that you are struggling? And I bet you it's not a lack of creativity. So if this content resonates with you, make sure to give me a follow. I'm going to be releasing videos like this on a regular basis. The primary focus of this channel is going to be teaching business, marketing, and overall entrepreneurial concepts within the creative space. Now, as someone who has scaled multiple businesses in my 15-year career, I want to impart everything that I've learned, and I will be doing it here. So make sure to give us a follow and make sure to keep up to date, because we are going to learn some amazing things.